Be May 28. Data analyst for a mid-sized logistics firm. Life is a series of perfectly organized spreadsheets. Wake up at 6:00 a.m. sharp. French press coffee medium roast 4-minute steep time. Apartment is minimalist, clean, quiet. A sanctuary of silence in a loud city. Everything has its place. The remote aligns with the edge of the table. The books are color-coded. I am a man of simple pleasures and rigid routines. Think I've finally achieved inner peace. Then the moving truck arrives next door. It's a Tuesday. Supposed to be a quiet work-from-home day. Hear a crash that sounds like a piano falling down a flight of stairs. My coffee ripples like the T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park. Sigh deeply. Adjust glasses. Attempt to ignore it. Another crash. Then a muffled ow son of a. Female voice. Sounds like a squirrel that smoked a pack of cigarettes. Curious, but I value my solitude. Put on noise-canceling headphones. Resume analyzing shipping routes to Nebraska. 3 days later. The noise hasn't stopped. It's not partying. It's just impact sounds. Thuds, bumps, scrapes, things dropping. It sounds like she's bowling with furniture. Decide to leave a note. Keep it polite, mature, gentlemanly. Welcome to the building. The walls are thinner than they look. Please mind the volume after 10 p.m. Apt 4B. Stick it on her door. Her door is already different. Has a wreath made of dried twigs that looks half dead. A doormat that says go away unless you have pizza. Go back to my sanctuary. Next morning. Leave for work. See a sticky note on my door. Bright neon pink. Handwriting looks like a doctor having a seizure. Sorry, I have bad spatial awareness. I will try to stop walking into walls. Here is a cookie as a peace offering. Look down. There is a plastic baggie taped to my door handle. Inside is a cookie. It looks radioactive. Lumpy, slightly burnt on the edges, weirdly green in the middle. I do not eat the cookie. I keep the note though. Analyze the handwriting. Chaotic, rushed, heavy pressure. Diagnosis: neighbor is a disaster human. 2 weeks pass. We haven't actually met face to face. I just know her as the thud. Come home late from the office. Raining heavily. Walk into the lobby. Elevator is broken, again. Take the stairs to the 4th floor. See a figure wrestling with a giant wet cardboard box in the hall. It's her. She's tiny. Maybe 53 if she stands on her tiptoes. Wearing an oversized yellow raincoat that makes her look like a damp traffic cone. Hair is a frizzy brown explosion sticking out of a hood. She's trying to push the box into her apartment, but it's stuck on the doorframe. She kicks the box. Stubs her toe. Mother of pearl, she yells, hopping on one foot. Loses balance. Falls backward. I step forward and catch her by the back of the raincoat just before she hits the floor. She freezes. Looks up at me. Big hazel eyes, thick glasses that are fogged up. A streak of ink on her cheek. Hi, she squeaks. Hi, I say, voice calm, need a hand. She scrambles upright, smoothing down the rink. I'm okay, I'm sturdy, low center of gravity. I look at the box. It's wedged. I noticed, she says, wiping her fogged glasses. I'm Sophie. Anon, I reply, the guy who leaves notes. She winces, oh, the polite ghost, sorry about the noise last night, I dropped a blender. At 11 p.m. I had a sudden urge for smoothies. Did you make the smoothie? No, the blender broke when it hit the floor. I can't help it. A small smile escapes me. Step aside, Sophie. I maneuver the box, tilt it diagonally, and slide it through the door. Her apartment is visible for a second. It looks like a bomb went off in a library. Books everywhere, papers taped to walls, half-packed boxes. Thanks, Anon, she says, beaming. Her smile is disarming. Try not to drop any more appliances, I say. No promises, she winks. I walk to my door. Feel a weird warmth in my chest. Ignore it, I need structure, she is entropy. Be me later that night. Log into my laptop. Besides work, I have one hobby. I am a lore master for a high fantasy book series called The Chronicles of Ethelgard. Massive world building, complex magic system, deep political intrigue. The author E.V. Blackwood is a recluse, never does interviews. I run the biggest fan forum dedicated to the theories. I go by the handle Order Keeper. There's one other user I talk to constantly, Chaos Weaver. We've been debating theories for 2 years. Chaos Weaver is brilliant, sharp, funny, but argues with me about everything. I think the magic system is based on celestial alignment. Weaver thinks it's based on emotional resonance. We have a playful rivalry. Open chat. Order Keeper, long day, saved a neighbor from being crushed by a cardboard box. Chaos Weaver, a hero in the flesh, I thought you were just a brain in a jar. Order Keeper, she's a hazard to herself, tiny, clumsy, loud. Chaos Weaver sounds charming, maybe she's just misunderstood. Order Keeper, she tried to shove a square box through a round hole essentially, no spatial awareness. Chaos Weaver, hey, spatial awareness is a talent, not a skill. Some of us are busy thinking about higher planes of existence. Order Keeper or smoothies. Chaos Weaver, specific, any updates on the Blackwood theory? Order Keeper, I'm writing a 5,000-word essay on the structural integrity of the Spire of Krell. Chaos Weaver, you nerd, I love it, send it when done. Next Saturday. I'm on my balcony watering my bonsai trees. I have 3, Bruce, Clark, and Diana. They are perfectly pruned. Hear a sliding door open next to me. The divider between our balconies is just a frosted glass pane. Not soundproof at all. Okay, you can do this, I hear Sophie muttering. It's just a spider, it has 8 legs, you have 2, you have the size advantage. Silence. Oh god, it moved, it's fast, it's an athlete spider. I sigh, put down my watering can. Sophie. I yelped, Anon, you're out there. Do you need me to kill a spider? No, don't kill it, just evict it, please. I walk around to her door. She opens it instantly. She's wearing oversized pajamas with ducks on them. Hair in a messy bun held together by a pencil. Points to the ceiling corner. It's staring at me, Anon, it's judging my life choices. It is a daddy longlegs. Harmless. I get a cup and a piece of paper. Drop the spider. You are my savior, she says, hands clasped. It's literally the weakest spider in existence. It has long legs, it's creepy. I release the spider off the balcony. Look back at her kitchen. There's a pot boiling over on the stove. Sophie, your stove. Crap. She runs over, grabs the handle without a mitt. Hot, hot. Drops the pot. Pasta water everywhere. I rush in, turn off the gas, grab a towel, check her hand. Run it under cold water, now. My voice is stern, commanding. She obeys instantly, standing at the sink. I look at the mess. Uncooked pasta swimming in a puddle on the floor. I was trying to make carbonara, she says quietly, looking ashamed. She looks small and defeated. My irritation vanishes, replaced by a sigh of resignation. Sit down, let me clean this. No, I can't. Zit. She zits. I clean the floor with efficient, practiced movements. Then I look in her fridge. Empty except for expired yogurt, half a lemon, and 6 cans of energy drink. Do you photosynthesize? I ask. I forget to shop, I get in the zone working. Working on what? Freelance, writing stuff, technical manuals, boring stuff. She avoids eye contact. Come to my place, I say. What? I made lasagna, I have too much, you need food that isn't burnt or floor pasta. Her eyes light up. Real food. Be me hosting chaos. She sits at my dining table. She looks around at my apartment. It's so clean, do you actually live here or is this a showroom? I like orders. I serve her a perfect square of lasagna. She takes a bite and moans. Not a sexual moan, but a spiritual one. Oh my god, Anon, marry me. I choke on my water. It's just lasagna, Sophie. No, this is magic, you are a wizard. She eats with gusto. Gets sauce on her chin. I hand her a napkin without saying a word. She wipes it off, smiling sheepishly. We talk. She's actually smart. Sharp wit, references philosophy and obscure movies. But she's frantic, mind moving a mile a minute. So, Mr. Analyst, she says, pointing a fork, what do you do for fun, besides cleaning crime scenes? I read, I garden, I participate in literary forums. Oh, what kind? High fantasy, the Chronicles of Ethelgard. She freezes mid-chew. A strange look crosses her face. Panic, amusement, hard to tell. You read that? She asks, voice tight. Yes, it's the best world building of the decade. I heard the author is a hack, she says, looking down at her plate. Excuse me, I put my fork down. Evie Blackwood is a visionary. The complexity of the subplot involving the Shadow Guilds alone is masterclass. She hides a smile behind her glass of water. If you say so, maybe the author just makes it up as they go along. Impossible, the foreshadowing in Book 1 pays off in Book 4, it's meticulously planned. Maybe they just got lucky. I will not have this slander at my dinner table. She laughs a real deep laugh. It sounds nice. Okay, I respect your passion, order keeper. I freeze. What did you call me? She blinks, looking panicked for a split second. Order keeper, because you keep order, like your apartment. I relax. Right, sorry, that's close to my username online. What a coincidence, she says, sweating slightly. Are you okay? You're sweating. It's the lasagna meat sweats, very intense. Months pass. We fall into a routine. A strange symbiotic relationship. I'm the anchor, she is the kite. She knocks on my door at 10 p.m. because she can't open a jar. I open it, she gives me a drawing of me as a knight fighting a jar dragon. She's an incredible artist. I start making double portions of dinner every night. We eat together 4 times a week. Sometimes at my place clean, sometimes at hers I clear a space on the table. I fix her leaky faucet. She recommends me jazz albums, she has great taste in music. I start to find her chaos endearing. The way she hums when she chews. The way she talks with her hands and knocks over salt shakers. The way she looks at me when she thinks I'm not looking. Soft attentive. I realize I'm falling for the disaster human. But I'm a rational man. She's messy, I'm clean. She's loud, I'm quiet. It makes no sense on paper. Spreadsheet says incompatible. Heart says idiot, look at her smile. Meanwhile, online. Me and Chaos Weaver are closer than ever. We talk about personal stuff now. Order keeper, the neighbor is growing on me. Chaos Weaver, oh the hazard. Order keeper, she's intelligent and kind. She made me a scarf. It's lopsided and one end is longer than the other, but she knit it herself. Chaos Weaver, aw, sounds like she likes you. Order keeper, doubt it, I'm boring. I lecture her about fire safety. Chaos Weaver, maybe she needs a fire safety officer in her life. Maybe she thinks your lectures are cute. Order keeper, I don't do cute. Chaos Weaver, you totally do, you just don't know it, so are you going to ask her out? Order keeper, I don't want to ruin the dynamic. We're neighbors. If it goes wrong, I have to move. Chaos Weaver, coward, take a risk for the plot. Order keeper, real life isn't a book, Weaver. There aren't guaranteed happy endings. Chaos Weaver, you'd be surprised. The incident. It's a rainy Tuesday in November. I come home from work. Hear sobbing through the wall. Not the usual I stubbed my toe yelp. This is deep guttural crying. Panic sets in. I don't knock. I use the spare key she gave me for emergencies. Sophie. Enter her apartment. It's darker than usual. She's sitting on the floor, surrounded by crumpled papers. Laptop is open, screen glowing. She's rocking back and forth. Sophie, what's wrong? I kneel beside her. She looks at me, eyes red and puffy, hyperventilating. I can't do it, I can't fix it, it's broken, the timeline is broken. What timeline work? They're going to hate it, everyone is going to hate it. I wrote myself into a corner and the deadline is tomorrow and I'm a fraud, Anon, I'm a fraud. She's having a full-blown panic attack. I switch into crisis mode. Sophie, look at me. I take her hands, they are ice cold. Breathe in, out. We breathe together for 5 minutes. She calms down, hiccuping. I'm sorry, she whispers, I'm a mess. You are, but that's okay, tell me exactly what the problem is. She points at the laptop. The Chapter 42 rewrite. The editor says the magic system contradicts the lore established in Book 2 regarding the moon phase alignment. I freeze. My brain does a hard reboot. Chapter 42, Moon Phase Alignment. I look at the screen. The document title is Ethelgard Book Draft v Docx. I look at the text. It's the prose, the distinctive, flowery, beautiful prose of E.V. Blackwood. I look at Sophie. She's wiping her nose on her sleeve. I start, voice trembling. I can't figure out how to make the Shadow Guild arrive in time if the portal is closed, she sobs, not realizing I've seen the screen. Sophie. What? The Shadow Guild doesn't need the portal. In Chapter 12 of Book 3, you establish that they can shadow walk during a lunar eclipse. Tomorrow in the book's timeline is a lunar eclipse. She stops crying, stares at me. Mouth opens. How do you know the timeline that well? Because I've read Book 3 15 times. Silence stretches between us. Heavy, thick silence. She looks at the laptop, then at me. Her face turns bright red. Oh God. She buries her face in her hands. You're Evie Blackwood, I state, it's not a question. Please don't be mad, she muffles through her hands. Mad, Sophie, you're my hero. You're the reason I get through my work week. She peeks through her fingers. But I'm a disaster, I can't even cook pasta, and you're order keeper. How long have you known? Since the lasagna dinner, you quoted my own foreshadowing back to me. I sit back on my heels processing. My neighbor, the girl who wears duck pajamas and trips over air, is the literary genius I've idolized for years. And she's Chaos Weaver. You argued with me online, I say, narrowing my eyes playfully. You told me my theory about the spire was derivative trash. It was derivative, she defends herself, voice returning to normal. You were missing the nuance of the ancient runes. I was right, you just changed the canon to spite me. I did not, okay, maybe a little. We stare at each other. Then we both start laughing. Hysterical, relief-filled laughter. She leans forward and hugs me. I'm stuck and on, I'm really stuck on this chapter and I'm scared. I hold her tight. She smells like vanilla and old paper. You're not alone anymore, I say softly. I can help, I know the lore better than you do, apparently. She pulls back, looking at my lips. The atmosphere shifts. The laughter fades into something electric. You really think you can fix my plot holes, she whispers. I'm a data analyst, Sophie. Finding patterns and fixing errors is what I do. Fix me, she says. It's a bold line. I kiss her. It's not messy. It's perfect. Like the final piece of a puzzle clicking into place. She kisses back with the same passion she puts into her writing. My hands find her waist, hers tangle in my hair. For a moment there's no chaos, no order. Just us. The aftermaths. We spend the next 12 hours working. I make coffee, gallons of it. She writes, I fact check. No, Sophie, character X can't be there. He has a broken leg from chapter 38. Fine, I'll heal him. Magic has a cost, you can't just heal him. Watch me, nerd. We argue, we write, we kiss during breaks. By 7 a.m. the chapter is done. It's brilliant. She hits send to her editor. We collapse on her couch, exhausted. She rests her head on my chest. So, she murmurs, sleepy, does this mean you know the ending of the series now? I don't want to know, I want to read it when it comes out. Good, because I haven't written it yet. She yawns. Hey Anand. Yeah. Does this mean we're canon? I smile, stroking her messy hair. Yeah, we're canon. Epilogue. 3 years later. We moved out of the apartments. Bought a house with a big office for her and a soundproof gaming room for me. We have a dog named Gandalf. The final book of the Chronicles of Ethelgard is released. It's a bestseller. I'm reading the acknowledgements page for the first time. To the order keeper who brought peace to my chaos and fixed my sink and fixed my heart, this world exists because you believed in it. I look over at her. She's in the kitchen. There's a loud crash. I'm okay, the flour just exploded. I sigh, smile, and put the book down. Coming, honey. Life is messy. Life is loud. But it's the best story I've ever read. Happy ending.